Hi, welcome back to My Mom Life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today I am showing you how to make deviled eggs. Let's get started. So today I thought that I would share with you how to make classic deviled eggs. These are just pretty basic and you can add almost anything to them, but I wanted to give you like the foundation and then you could add in all kinds of stuff, whatever you like. But I think it's a perfect timing because Easter is just in a few days and you're gonna have a bunch of hard-boiled eggs if you're anything like my house. So this is a good way to use up those hard-boiled eggs. So let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna show you the ingredients that you will need. These are super simple and like I said, the very basic recipe, and you can add in whatever you want. But I'm gonna show you 6 hard-boiled eggs that I've already peeled. If you need instructions on how to make hard-boiled eggs in the pressure cooker, I will leave a link to my video for you. It is the perfect way to make hard-boiled eggs and the peel comes off perfectly every single time. If you have a hard time peeling your hard-boiled eggs, then definitely check that out. And then you are going to need some vinegar, just some plain white vinegar, some plain mustard. You could change this up and use Dijon mustard or spicy mustard, but like I said, I just wanted to do classic deviled eggs for you. And then mayonnaise. Now in my family or in my house, we like Miracle Whip. I don't like Miracle Whip, but my husband likes Miracle Whip, and so that is what I buy. I don't like mayonnaise or anything like that, but I'm gonna use Miracle Whip for these deviled eggs, but you could do the real mayonnaise if you wanted to, and then some salt and pepper. And that is all I'm putting in here. I was gonna do like relish and some other fun stuff, but like I said, wanted to keep it super basic so that you could customize it however you like. So I will have measurements and everything written out for you in the description box. But for now, I'm gonna point the camera down and show you how to make these super simple, classic deviled eggs. Before I get into it, I did want to mention you're also gonna want some paprika for sprinkling on top. I mean, you don't have to, but I think it's necessary. So I'm gonna pull that out. I forgot to pull that out earlier. So you will also need some paprika. Okay, I have my eggs here. I'm just doing half a dozen. And that is what I will write the recipe out for, but you can definitely, you know, customize this or double it or triple it, however you want to. And all we're going to do is cut our eggs in half as nicely as possible. If you can hear stuff in the background, it's my kids, I'm sorry. I tried to have them go do something quietly, but you know, kids will be kids. So I'm gonna cut all of my eggs in half. And this is one thing that you do want to be kind of neat on because this is the presentation of your egg. This is what your filling will go in, is the whites. So now what I'm going to do is take a spoon. I'm just gonna take one of my kids' spoons because it's smaller, and I'm gonna scoop out just the yellow part. Really, you just have to like plop it out like that. But if you need a spoon, then it's there. And you want to get all of that yolk out. Okay, now I am going to set the whites aside and we will go ahead and get our filling together. You're going to want a 1/4 cup of your mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. So I'm going to, that's also 4 tablespoons if you want to do it that way. I'm gonna get my 1/4 cup of that. And then you want 1 tablespoon of mustard. And like I said, you could do Dijon mustard or spicy mustard, those fancy mustards, but I am keeping it super basic here. Another common thing in deviled eggs is pickle relish, which I almost did, but you know, I've said it a million times, I wanted to keep this super basic. And then you want half a teaspoon of vinegar. So, a good pinch of salt. There we go. And some pepper to taste. I find it easier to mix this with a fork so that you can really break up the yolk and get it all nice and combined. So I'm going to do that. Okay, now that I have my filling all mixed up, I'm going to take a piping bag, and this is totally optional. You can even get fancier and get a tip on your piping bag to pipe in the filling. You could do this with a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, or you could just use a spoon to put the filling in the eggs. You don't have to be fancy, but I have these, so I thought I would use it. And to fill my piping bags, I always just put them down in a cup like that, and then pull it down around the cup, and it just makes it easy to fill. You can also do the same thing with, usually I use a gallon-sized baggie if I don't have any of these on hand. Now I am just going to take a paper towel that it's clean obviously, and just kind of go around my eggs because there is some little bits of yolk. Oops. There's some little bits of yolk on there that I'm just gonna clean up just to make it look nicer once they're filled. So I snipped the end of my piping bag, and now we are just going to fill our little eggs. So you can either go around like this, and then sometimes you'll get like a bigger piece of egg yolk. You just gotta push it through. There we go. So you don't have to be really fancy with it. They make little trays that you could put your eggs in that keep them like in a certain spot, you know, little dividers for each egg. I don't have any of those. So I just do it on a plate like this, nothing fancy, and then I am going to, like I said, sprinkle it with some paprika. I think that it just is key to making a traditional deviled egg. Just like that. And then just to add a little bit of green, I have some dried chives. If you had fresh, that would be even prettier. I don't have any fresh, so I'm just going to sprinkle it with some dried chives. Here are the finished deviled eggs. Super simple and easy to make. So like I said a million times, super simple, classic, easy recipe that you could definitely customize however you like. You could add bacon and cheese, you could add relish, you could add different kinds of mustard, a bunch of different seasonings, and yeah, definitely make these your own. If you make these this Easter, let me know what kind of customization you do with your deviled eggs. And if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, guys.